All right, let's get into this. We live in a world that feels totally, completely connected, right? But what happens when your most important customers just aren't? In this age of digital first everything, we're going to look at a really fascinating, almost counterintuitive story. How one engineering giant, Escorts Group, absolutely cracked the code on marketing to a huge, often offline audience. And really, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's a massive puzzle. You've got this sophisticated, complex product, but your target buyer, they might not be scrolling through Instagram or even have a reliable internet connection. So where do you even start? Well, the company facing this exact challenge is Escorts Group. They're a huge player in India, and their market presents this really unique and honestly very modern marketing problem. So, just to be clear, Escorts Group is this massive engineering company. They make everything from railway parts to construction gear. But for our story, the part that really matters is their agri-machinery division. We're talking tractors, farm equipment, the whole deal. And that puts them right in the heart of rural India. And that right there brings us to the main puzzle. Reaching their audience, farmers and buyers in rural areas, is anything but simple. You can't just throw up a few digital ads and call it a day. It's way more complicated than that. Let's break down exactly why. First off, digital access can be spotty at best. Second, you've got an incredible diversity of regional dialects all across India, so a one-size-fits-all message is just not going to work. And finally, you have to deal with what they call captive mindsets. Basically, buyers who are super loyal to the brands they already know. You have to earn a whole lot of trust before they'll even consider something new. So yeah, your standard marketing playbook, it just won't cut it here. So what did Escorts do? Well, they came up with this brilliant hybrid strategy. Instead of picking old school or new school marketing, they decided to blend them together. And this created this incredibly powerful approach that could build both huge visibility and deep personal trust. Their strategy really boiled down to this powerful two-pronged attack. On one side, you have traditional marketing. We're talking TV, radio, billboards. The goal there is just to cast a giant, wide net and get the brand name out there so everyone sees it. But on the other side, you have experiential marketing, which is all about getting up close, face-to-face, and building that crucial trust one conversation at a time. Okay, so now let's look at how they actually put this hybrid model into action. This is where the strategy really jumps off the whiteboard and into the real world. Their big flagship campaign was called Engineering the Fundamentals of Growth. The key phrase to remember here is 360-degree. This wasn't just one ad. It was this huge, all-encompassing effort to reach their audience from literally every angle you can think of. And that 360-degree mix had three main layers. They used what's called above-the-line, or ATL channels. Think TV and radio, for that huge mass awareness. Then they used below the line, or BTL tactics, like billboards and local ads for more targeted visibility. And then you've got the really crucial third layer, digital and experiential. This is where the magic, the real connection happens. This was the real trust-building engine of the whole strategy. They didn't just tell farmers their tractors were powerful. They held actual power lift demonstrations to prove it. They organized rural camps and roadshows, bringing the product directly to the people. You see, this isn't just marketing. It's community engagement. It's about actually showing up. But don't for a second think they ignored the online world. While they were building all this trust on the ground, they were also running these clever internet contests and online campaigns. And the result? A huge jump in their social media following, which just goes to show that even a partially connected audience will engage online if you give them a good reason to. So after digging into this incredible case study, what are the big lessons here? What can we really pull from the Escorts Group playbook? It really comes down to these three things. First, you have to truly know your audience, way beyond just surface-level data. You have to understand their challenges, their mindset. Second, you can't be afraid to blend your channels creatively. Mix the old with the new, the broad with the personal. And third, and this might be the most important one, never, ever underestimate the power of building trust in person. And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. As our world just keeps racing towards being totally digital, the Escort story really makes you wonder, what is the true, lasting value of a handshake, of a live demonstration, of a face-to-face conversation? Maybe, just maybe, it's more important than it's ever been.